on, y'all? It's DG back with another video today. Going to be doing an unboxing on feet, an overall quick little review on these bad girls right here. This is the Serious Player Only Plus in the Girls Rock colorway. So let's get right into it. So this is what the box looks like, guys. They do have other packaging for other models such as the Ranger and even the Player One Plus, or even just the Player One in general. They do have, special colorways that do get special boxes, but most of them do come in this box right here. It does come with an extra set of insoles. This is the Quick system, comes in green. All Player One Pluses do come with extra, midsoles, drop-in midsoles, but here are the shoes, guys. These are a nice mismatch right here. You have the Girls Rock logo on the tongue, both translucent outsoles, but the text is different colors. So the stock midsoles, drop-in midsoles that it came with are pink, and it is the strength system. So the colorway is actually inspired off of a company called Girls Rock. It is created by Olin Simplis, who is the guard whisperer on Instagram. He is an NBA trainer basically, who I believe is fully sponsored by Serious Player Only, so shout out to him and his brand. And it does say Girls Rock is an iconic brand in the women's athleisure space that promotes women from all backgrounds, occupations, and walks of life. So it is really cool that Serious Player Only is partnering with the Guard Whisperer as well as small businesses to promote a really good kind of company, right? I know Girls Rock isn't a huge athleisure company. It seems like it just started, but their cause is amazing, and having their own shoe is just really nice. And this is very well executed in my personal opinion in terms of the colorway. It's not too loud where the colors are too vibrant, but again, it has so many details. It's obviously a mismatch. We will talk about these Kobe 8s right here, which we will kind of discuss my personal opinions again in comparison to the Player One Plus. But let's lace these up real quick. Serious Player Only also put an image on Instagram of a graph comparing the two types of drop-in midsoles. It is really nice that the brand is being very transparent about the tech. There's not really any, discrepancy in understanding. They're very player focused, obviously, and they're performance driven, right? And I think they take a lot of feedback. I mentioned this in my previous Player One Plus reviews, is that they're just very open to feedback, because each time they release a product, they're able to improve on the previous iteration. So lacing these up right here, guys, again, I played in the Player One Plus for a long time now. This shoe has been out for a while. I played in so many different colorways. I even released a re-review or just talked about the shoe again in the past 2 to 3 months, I believe, this past summer. So all of the clips that you will see in this video are from, previous sessions. You guys can see them on feet right here. Again, I will include clips from other sessions that I played in the Player One Plus, just to see how it is performance-wise for all of you guys. Everyone who likes squeak, this shoe squeaks really loud, as you guys can hear right there. Again, like I've been saying in my previous videos, squeak does not equate to traction. What really helps traction is obviously the grip on the floor, the bite, how it performs. And shoes don't have to squeak in order to have good traction, just like the Curry's line, for example. You guys can see the traction pattern right here. I feel like dust kind of falls out, but you may have to wipe, especially on really dusty courts. But in my personal experience, I've had nothing but a good positive experience overall. I did find myself wiping maybe once or twice during sessions, but nothing too major, right? I think you have to wipe for most basketball shoes, unless it's like the GOAT traction or the best traction of all time. Like we talked about, the shoe features drop-in midsoles. I did say in my previous review that the cushion setup, especially the drop-in midsoles for the Player One Plus, are a lot better than the drop-in React, specifically in the Kobe 8 Protro. Now, obviously, I do think the Kobe 8 Protro looks a lot better than these, but having played in the Kobe 8 a lot, these just feel way more comfortable without losing that responsiveness that you need. This cushion setup is pretty low to the ground while having a little bit more compression, in my personal opinion, than the Kobe 8 Protro. So I do like this cushion setup a little bit better. Also has a lot of court feel for all my shooters out there. Like the Kobe 8 Protro though, I do feel like the downside of this shoe and the drop-in midsoles are that it doesn't provide the most impact protection, in my personal opinion. So if you are looking for, the most impact protection shoe, you may have to look elsewhere. Overall, Serious Player Only is doing something that Nike is not doing. they're going above and beyond from what the industry is used to nowadays. Nike definitely has the history, the ability, the intelligence, the R&D, the resources, or I don't know about resources, but they have the ability to give us different types of drop-in midsoles, but they don't. And Serious Player Only is doing that for their fan base and their consumers and their products. So it is really cool to see that, you know, if you don't like the strength one, if you need something else, you can get these quick midsole that it comes with, and you can get, I think they sell the drop-in midsoles as well on their website, which is also really cool because I feel like if Nike did that, then everyone would buy the full-length Zoom one with the Kobe 8 Pro Tro or something like that. So overall, it is really good to see that Serious Player Only is going above and beyond. And this is what all brands should be doing, to be honest. Like, it shouldn't even be going above and beyond. It should just be the industry standard to give us drop-in midsoles. Like, give us as much tech options as possible so that consumers can get the most out of their products. And that's what I like about Serious Player Only. Like, if I don't like the strength one, I can switch it to the quick one. Will be a little bit more responsive as well. Switching the midsoles isn't going to provide the biggest impact protection, right? So I do think, you know, if you are looking for the 100% cushion type shoe, you may have to look at another Serious Player Only shoe, or you can just, you know, get something else. But this shoe is pretty good, especially for guards. In terms of the fit of the shoe, I definitely think it is better than the Kobe 8 Pro Tro in that this shoe fits true to size. The Kobe 8 Pro Tro also fits true to size, but it is more narrow than this shoe. I also feel like the materials on this shoe are a little bit more malleable, they're a little bit more flexible, and what that means, in my opinion, is that it's just more comfortable. With that said though, this material may not be as supportive as the Kobe 8 Pro Tro, because the Kobe 8 Pro Tro, again, you know, that I implied, it is a little bit more stiff in the materials, and those who have both will probably agree with that. You have some like coating on the upper, you guys can see it near the bottom of the upper right here, that clear coat. But I do think that the material is pretty malleable, so it may not be, you know, 100% the best for lateral support. Because the Player One Plus in general, not even this colorway, is very low to the ground, you're not really going to have too many issues with the lateral support. I think most players will be fine because the overall support comes from the fit of the shoe, the lockdown of the shoe, which is also really good, has a traditional lacing system. It does have an external heel counter as well, which is also very rigid. So most people aren't going to have too many issues with the support, even though it does have a pretty malleable upper. But for those who need a very beefed up upper, I would suggest maybe something like the LeBron 21, for example. And like I've been saying, I do think the Kobe 8 Pro Tro has a little bit more supportive materials in that it's a little bit more stiff all around. All of that said, you can view the materials on this shoe as an upside or a downside. For me personally, overall, the materials are net positive. By net positive, I mean like just like everything into account, because I am a wide footer and these fit-wise do feel more comfortable. Overall, my message with this video is that this shoe can definitely go, guys. This is a shoe that if you like Kobe's, if you like the Kobe 8, you are definitely going to like these. Now, aesthetically, it may be a different story, right? Because I do think the Kobe 8 Pro Tro, personally speaking, does look, you know, a lot better than the Player One Plus. But then again, individually, just looking at this shoe, even on feet, in different colorways, you guys can search them up. They have so many good colorways of the shoe, actually. I do think that this shoe by itself does look very good. I'm not sure if this colorway has sold out by the time that I'm filming this, but I do like mismatched shoes, obviously. I will also say that this shoe, in my opinion, is more catered towards the guard play style. So if you are a big man, you can wear these. Obviously, you can wear any shoe, but I do feel like this is a very low to the ground, responsive type shoe. It's not going to provide you the most impact protection. It's not going to provide you the most cushion. This shoe has a balance of compression and more, you know, court feel in my opinion, but overall, this is a shoe for guards, like fast guards, shooting guards, stuff like that. Is optimized for that type of play style. But considering most of the NBA, and honestly, most kids nowadays play like guards, I feel like most people would like these, honestly. I do think they are still pretty expensive, and they do sell out pretty fast. Like they're kind of limited quantities, although I still feel like these are way more available than a Kobe. So again, my message with this video is that you do not need to get a Kobe to play well, to look cool. Like these look cool, they're more available, still, you know, relatively expensive, but honestly, these are on par with the Kobe 8, if not better. I guarantee if these had a Nike check on it, everyone would be wearing these. I'm gonna be quite honest. At the end of the day, based on my personal experience playing in this shoe, in this model, not this colorway, in this model for the past year, over a year, I think. I've had so many colorways of this shoe. I do think this is a very competitive option on the market, which is why you see a lot of hoopers liking them. I'm not saying every hooper is going to like them, obviously. I do think, like I mentioned in this video, if you turn it back, there are a lot of downsides to the shoe, but it is a solid option. Second message of this video is that I do appreciate what Serious Player Only is doing as a new company, a new brand, as a startup as well, in my personal opinion. Like they are killing it, I think, in the space, in the basketball shoe space. And that's why a lot of players like their product. Not only do they perform well, but they also listen to a lot of consumer feedback, which is very important in order to improve on previous product. And they do that every single time. And I feel like these improved from the original, you know, Player One. I feel like they added plus for a reason. The Ranger shoe, if you guys watch my review on the Ranger, it's not the best fitting shoe, but at least they're trying something new. They're trying to blend lifestyle and, you know, this crazy design. Like they're trying, which is, you know, honestly something you can ask for from a brand, all you can ask for. Like there's no reason to hate on people who try something new. I also have this Converse looking basketball shoe releasing soon, I think called the Easy or something like that. I could be completely wrong. If SBO can get more funding, if they can get, you know, more marketing, if they can just continue to grow like they've been doing, I do think that more and more people will be hooked on to SBO, specifically this shoe. I do think this is their best shoe and their most popular shoe for a reason. I think they will continue to grow in FY25. You know, just give us drop-in midsoles, give us more Nike ID, give us more, you know, customized colorways, give us more collaborations, stuff like that. And I know Nike is kind of, you know, their stock price is going down. That's basically, you know, what's happening. They're losing money as a company maybe. Obviously, I'm not into the financial stuff. All I know is that if you look at their stock price, it is going down. Because if you guys watched one of my previous videos, I actually have Sabrina's own Nike GT cuts. Okay, so basically Sabrina was injured last Olympics, I believe, or she was selected to be on the team, but she didn't play. So they made her a USA colorway. I have those. They also made a WNBA All-Star PE. I also have those. And basically that those GT cuts came with a very nice different insole that is not seen on the market. It's actually a sock liner. It's basically a drop-in of just React, but it's like very soft React. So I feel like Nike can just replicate that, bring that insole to market or those types of insoles to market and just sell them separately. I understand that the Sabrina PE, the GT Cut PE is a player exclusive, so they make it for the player. And the reason why it had a different drop-in midsole in the GT Cut was because Sabrina actually has like messed up feet, I think, and that's kind of the story behind it. But overall, y'all, I do like these shoes a lot. They're not perfect, but they are pretty good. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the Player One Plus Girls Rock. Really curious to hear what all of you guys think, because we are a community of hoopers at all levels, and I do know a lot of people like these, and there also are a lot of people who don't like these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, especially if you made it this far. Now we'll catch you guys in the next one.